All right. Ooh, we are hot. We are rocking. So this is what's up? What's up? What's up, my man? What Zion in the house? How you doing, Zion?
I'm feeling great, Nolly.
You
Very
living the
blessed.
dream? Living the dream?
Oh yeah, I'm loving life. First week of onboarding with eXp, I feel like I it's like the end of the NFL Super Bowl. They're like, I'm going to Disney World. Like I feel like I won the sweepstakes.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, this call is for you, Zion, because we're going to be talking about the 12 steps to success. And it's not just for brand new agents, but it's also for any agent that's here with us at Mentorship Masters at eXp. Great company. There's a lot to go through. If you've just now started onboarding or you remember when you were onboarding, it's a lot of stuff to go through. I get it. But here's the thing, guys. And by the way, Zion, I remember you got a couple questions that we're going to stay after class and answer those. But remember this, guys. What I want to teach you is how to make more money than your doctor. Okay, more money than most attorneys make. Okay, and the only way you're going to do that is if you do a little bit of work. Now, what does a doctor have to do? A doctor has to go to get a. They go to a 4-year degree, then they go to uh, undergraduate school, and then they go to medical school, and it's 8, 9 years. Okay, I've got a family member that did that 9 years in 9, 10 years in college. Okay, and I want to teach you how to make more money than my family member that's a doctor. Okay, and she spent 10 years getting her doctorate. So you're going to have to invest a little time. And there's no problem. You guys are doing it. You're doing the work. I love you guys for doing the work. But don't get, if it looks like, oh man, this is taking a lot of extra time. Yeah, it's going to take a lot. But guess what? You're not going to have to spend 10 years. You want to make a quarter million, 400,000, 500,000 a year, or $1 million a year, like Nick is doing. Nick in our group is on track for $1 million a year in commissions. Okay, or you want to be like Will Gilliam, who's in our group, making, 500,000 a year. You want to be like Stuart Sutton, who's in our group, making 700 to 800,000 a year. Yeah, you're going to want to put in a little bit of work to do that, and that's why we've got this 12-step program. So I want to get into what it is. First, I want to welcome everybody. Hey, y'all, what's up? I see you. I see you. All right, we got Charles in the house. We got Pamela. What's up, Pamela? You look like you're outside, girl. I love it. We got Artemis in the house. What's up, Artemis? Diana. We've got Archer. I think I saw Archer. Is that Archer there? I need to let me change my
Yeah,
view.
Archer's here. He's
Yeah, Archer's here.
What's up, Archer? All right, I'm
Hey,
doing roll call, baby.
yeah, I noticed.
Hey, by the way, guys, I'm going to be next week. I'm going to be in Phoenix, and so my sponsor Kevin Kaufman and his business partner Fred Weaver, they sell 450 to 480 homes a year, just almost 500 homes a year, not too much. But they have called a special meeting of their top generals, of which I'm one, and we're going to be meeting at around this time next week. So I will not be here next week, next Thursday. Artemis, you didn't know that, but I won't be in town. I'm going to be there's 5 of us. Okay, they have an organization of almost 1,000, and I'm one of the 5, the top 5 that's going to be meeting in an undisclosed location in Arizona. And I just mentioned that because I see Andrea Hayes is on the call, and there's several of us, Andrea, Cindy, and then Judy Welch. We're all going to get together as our Arizona Mentorship Masters group for a couple of hours. We're gonna have a great meetup there, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so one of the things I see Andrea, yeah, Phoenix is representing, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I should say yes,
That's right.
ma'am. We're gonna have a great time, and that's one of the things I want to do, guys. Whenever I fly into your city, let's get together. Let's meet up. So that's what we're doing. So, all right. So let me kick off I'm going to share my screen because I want to kick this off right now. And we're going to go right to my PowerPoint. And if you have anything that you want to share, throw it in the chat. Now, this is something that my coach, Artemis, you guys know my coach is Artemis. We call him Artemis Prime. This is something that he's been asking me to do, or uh, encouraging me to do, I should say, for many months, many months. And I have finally put it together. I spent an entire weekend putting this program together for you guys, hand-selected material so that you can go on this 12-step journey to success. And if there's ever a reason you're not succeeding, you're going to find out why it is today. But you're going to succeed. You guys are succeeding. You guys are doing the work. I'm so proud of you. So the 12 steps to success with Mentorship Masters. Now, before we do that, I just want to acknowledge our newest members that have just joined us. We actually have, believe it or not, we've got 16 new members that have joined us within the last 30 days. And you guys are actually out there bringing them in. So that's what I like. That's what I like to see. So I just want to give a shout out to Kelsey Walker, who was brought to us by Kayla Runge. We've got Misty Sledge, brought to us by Tammy Burns Manning. We've got Brian Northcutt, brought to us by Charla. And Charla just came on. I think Charla's down here somewhere. Yeah, she just came on end of August, and she's already bringing people on. You can see I've already got a few people in my 5th level here at eXp. James Holsnecht, he's brought to us by Emily Macery, and then Dean Oliver. So all the rest of these we acknowledged last week. And you know, Archer, welcome, buddy. Welcome, Zion, Dorita, Emily. We got Jerry, Derek, Brian, another Brian there, and we got Bree, Charla, Kimberly, and Anthony. So I just want to honor you guys. I welcome you to Mentorship Masters. You have found the right family, and we're happy to have you here. So keep bringing them on. Now let's talk about our Masters of the Month. This is brand new. We hadn't published this yet. Chris Capistrano, my right arm here. You know, Chris and I have been working together for about almost 7 years, if you can believe that, Chris. Almost 7 years. It's been crazy.
Yep, 7 years.
Has it almost been 7 years?
Well, actually, almost
Yeah.
7 years. It's been a long time.
Yeah, and you are highly appreciated, Chris. Thank you so much for all the work that you do. I appreciate you. And so Chris runs a couple of my businesses, a couple of my companies. And he now is over Mentorship Masters. It's becoming quite a bit of a job because every time he turns away from the computer, a new master pops up. Like, wait a minute, I just onboarded some. No, that's a different one. Okay, so let's talk about our top producers. We've got, look at all these people that have capped. Woo! We like capping, y'all. What does cap mean? Cap means you're making 100% commission. Get your hands off my money. Yeah, that's right. So we've got Leisha Martin, Tony Pippinger, Katie Johnson, Valerie Susan Floyd, Will Gilliam, Eric Jones, David Dutton, and Nick Sirachuchin. They're all receiving 100% commission. So high five, guys. And then our runners up, we got our 10 runners up, which is Tammy Burns Manning, Brian Hobbs, Tanika Belfield. We've got Belfield Martin. We've got Julie Green, Terry Wilkes, Steve Wynn, Diana Hardy, and then we've also got Pamela Hewley, Kayla Runge, and Mary Kay Galvan. So look, we've got a lot of runners up, guys. A lot of you guys are selling houses. Somebody asked me the other day, it's like, man, is your group productive? I'm like, yeah, we're productive. We sell homes. We're out here doing it. These are our Mentorship Masters Ambassadors of the Month. So you become an ambassador after you sponsor your first person to eXp under Mentorship Masters, obviously. So we got Will Gilliam in first place. He's far out. He's the horse that's way out in front. We got Mina Slaughter in second place. What's up? She gave Charles a slap. Charles said he was gaining on her, but she slapped him back. So Charles is now in place 3.
Wait a minute. Are you creating some competition here? Are you creating some friendly competition here? I see what you're doing.
You bet we are.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah, Charles told me he was coming from Mina, and Mina says, no, it ain't happening.
Yours not done yet.
I love it. So we got Stuart Sutton and Charles Lee, and then actually Melody Dutton and Artemis. What's up, Artemis? Artemis was all 4 of them are tied for third place. So Artemis is, well, you're coming up on their heels, huh, Artemis?
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Just wait.
Oh man. And then the rest of these, I love the Artemis story because Artemis is my personal coach. But we always would like to say, oh, he did it because of this or she did it because of that. Well, the reality is we all do what we do based on what we bring to the table and the efforts that we put in and the belief that we have. And so Artemis, his belief is changing. He's brand new to real estate, but guess what? He can still attract. And then we've got a lot of runners up. So kudos to you guys for making our top list here. So these are our 26 ambassadors. One of the things that the ambassadors have committed themselves to do is to help you guys if you have questions about something. So so in other words, it's not just me. It's called Mentorship Masters with an S, right? It's not one master. It's Mentorship Masters. And actually, oh yeah, I'm trying to remember the quote. Mark Phillips gave me a quote yesterday. He says, "Man, I'm working like a slave so I can get to become a master." I said, all right. I like that one. That's good. All right. So remember, support is always there for you guys. Let's work this man, Chris Capistrano. He's been with me almost 7 years. He's followed all the whims and turns. He was with me 5 years into me being at Keller Williams. He's still with me 2 years into me being here at eXp. So he knows a lot of stuff. That's his phone number and his email address. If you ever have any questions, you're an existing mentorship master and you have questions around our program, you need support, or you're like, hey, where do I find this? Chris is our guy. Now, eXp in the news. I always like to look at what's going on at the company, and I encourage you to continue to also look at what's going on in the company. The big news that we've got going right now is that we are already open in South Africa. Huh? What? Yeah, we're already open. It's kind of under the radar a little bit. We're opening up Mexico. Mexico looks like it'll be next. And we're also opening Portugal, India, and France this year. That's right, this year. Now, as of today, we have already passed, I believe it's 36,000 agent count. Officially, it'll be announced later, but I was on the phone with Dave Kennor, the president of eXp, at 10 o'clock this morning, and we were like 9 agents away from that number. And we want to close the year out at 42,000 is our goal. That's where we want to be. So, okay, so now let's look at your upline here at eXp. This is very important for you to understand. You guys have an incredible, what we call upline. Some people don't like the word. It doesn't bother me. But you've got, myself, Kevin Kaufman, Fred Weaver, Curtis Johnson, Chuck Fazio, who was a RE/MAX owner. Okay. He had over 80 agents at his RE/MAX office and came here to eXp. Michael Reese, Jay Kinder, Albie Stasic, Brent Gove, and Gene Frederick. This is your upline, guys. This is who you can tap into. If you don't know these guys, take a screenshot of this, because these are people that you should know that, hey, we are all here. When we win, or when you win, we win. When we win, you win. So that is who you've got in your corner here at eXp. Very important for you to understand that. Now, we have a big upcoming event in Cabo. Now, as of last night, the tickets were not on sale. Let's see if Brent has already posted those tickets. Live, we're not up yet, not yet. Okay, so this is actually a 6-day or 5-day event. I go every single year. This is something that is done in a tropical location. This year, it's going to be in Cabo San Lucas. You're talking about, all-inclusive resort where you're going to be able to master agent attraction with some of the biggest names in our company. So I highly recommend you go to brentgove.com/Cabo. Check it out. That's where all of our mentorship masters, those of you that are there, we're going to connect. We're going to hang out. We're going to have our own private retreat amongst us. All your adult beverages, all your meals, everything's included, all inclusive. And there's what is it per night? I think it's $397. The event is $397. Okay, $400, for 5 nights. But then you pay for your room. It's $225 a night. $225 a night. So bring your family. You know, we would love to see you there, you know, in Cabo. So that's an upcoming event. And by the way, Artemis and I are still haven't finalized this, but we have outlined at least 7 retreats that are upcoming. Okay, and I'm going to quickly go through this. We've got in February, we've got that 6-day all-inclusive island retreat. It's actually 5 days. And then in March, we're going to be doing a full-day Mentorship Masters private retreat. In April, you'll have a 3-day shareholder summit. Then in May, it's another Mentorship Masters private retreat. We'll be disclosing the location and times and all that. In August, we have a 3-day leadership summit. Okay, and in October, so this October, we're actually doing this. We haven't officially announced it, but just because you guys are here on the call with me, I'm going to let you know that Artemis and I are putting together. It was Artemis's idea, and that we go ahead and start meeting in person again. Yeah, I know COVID-19 is on. Some people don't feel comfortable, but we're kind of past that sort of that initial push of it. And we're like, look, let's get together with a small group of masters. We might get together with about 20 of us. And we're going to be disclosing that information within the next week. Okay. Are you excited about that, Artemis? You ready? It's going to be good.
Come on, people. Don't you miss meeting in person, like fellowship, connection, people? Let's do it.
Yeah. I even me as a steel lord, I'm starting to miss it. So in November, remember, we have our eXpCon annual convention. Okay. So those are all the dates. Take a screenshot of this.
Well, Knolly, remember when we did your passion test pre-COVID, your number 2 passion was speaking in front of groups publicly and live.
Yeah, number one, my number one passion is my own personal development. I'm looking at it right now. And then number 2 is teaching and public speaking.
Yeah.
And number
live.
3 is recruiting.
It was live, though. Because
live.
You had another passion about creating products and input products and all that stuff, but number 2 passion was being in front of groups.
So interesting for steel. Yeah, so interesting. Remember, guys, we talked about this last time. The eXp Sprint actually had the wrong URL there, but the eXp Sprint is that if you bring 3 people to the company in your first line, okay, when you do this within the next between now and October 15th, you're going to be granted a seat at a retreat that we're having in October, and it is absolutely going to be phenomenal. So Artemis already has 2. Okay, I've got 2, and I know some of you others. I think Will's got 1 or 2. So we have a real good chance, because this morning when we were talking to Dave Canort about it, there's only about 20 people. Think about this. Only 50 people will qualify, and it's in 3 regions. So that's 150 people. So as of the numbers that they've counted so far, only about 20 people have qualified in each region. So that means it's only about half filled, guys. It's only about half filled. So everybody has an opportunity to do this, and that is going to be a phenomenal event. I know Artemis will be there. I expect to be there. I'm right on the heels of it. Got 1 more. Actually, I have 1 person committed, but they've got to wait. A lot of the masters that we have brought on are people that were formerly at eXp, believe it or not. I was just talking to one before this call. So we have almost a dozen masters that were formerly at eXp, left, and then came back. So that's quite interesting. So let's get into this.
I've got 1 on the way too.
You got 1 on the way. When's that going to be?
Yeah, that was an eXp.
Oh, that was.
She left and back.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. A lot of times when people that are here, they might feel like they went on the wrong sponsor, or they're just lost. They feel lost. And so that's very important for us to, it happens, right? When I was at Remax, people would go to Keller Williams, come back to Remax. It happens in our industry, but eXp has so much to offer. And many of the agents that are here haven't really tapped into the full breadth of potentiality that eXp has. So, all right, I see 27 chats up here. Are you guys going nuts or what? Yeah, okay, yeah, you guys are loving it, excited. Rebecca, what's up, Rebecca? All right, she's in the house. Archer's ready to meet in person. I like that. Andrea Hayes says absolutely. So, okay. So let's talk about these 12 steps, the 12 steps to success with Mentorship Masters. And I will say that this, at some point we could always polish this out. But this is something that I call him Cousin Artemis has been asking me to put together because we need it. We need it. And so here it is. Now, in order to get to this, you've got to jump into the portal. Remember that portal that I put together for you guys, the one that some of you guys don't go to that often. But it is a wealth of information. It's also overwhelming. It's a lot of information here. I get that. And that's the reason why we came up with this 12 steps to success. Okay, so when you get on the portal, you'll still see the same kind of stuff that you saw before. You'll see the Welcome to Mentorship Masters, your first 30 days checklist. If you're new to the group or you've just never done this, we have one of our members that's been with us for over a year, and she reached out to Chris. She said, you know what? I've never done the 30 days. So Chris got her started with her first 30 days. That's what we call the quick start. Okay. So I have a whole video about that. But right under there, I've got this new section called Start Here, your 12 steps success path. Okay. Now, when you click on that, it's got step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, and so on. I'm going to challenge you guys. Okay. The reason I put this together was so that you would succeed at your highest level. I'm going to challenge you to do the work, even if you only carve out 30 minutes a day. Okay. 30 minutes a day. It's like, okay, Knolly, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to set my timer for 30 minutes and I'm going to work on this. Just do 30 minutes a day. It's okay. But I challenge you to go ahead and do this, because if you put in the kind of work that I tell you to do, you will succeed. I remember when I first started coaching with Artemis, Artemis told me, he says, Knolly, he says, if you do the work, if you do what I'm telling you to do, you're going to get results. Okay. And that's the reason why Josie and I, now, those of you that know Josie, you meet Josie, she wasn't all in, she was all in. Okay. All in. So when Artemis said, hey, this is how your diet needs to be, we went on that diet for 100 days. Okay. 100 days. We ate nothing but fruits. We didn't even eat vegetables. We ate nothing but raw, fresh fruit for 100 days. So that's called all in. I'm not asking you guys, you don't have to take it to that level. 30 minutes a day, you'll get this. Trust me. All right.
Hey,
So,
Knolly, can I add something to that too?
Sure.
Because, for those of you who are choosing to build an organization and recruit other agents, this is like high level network marketing training that you're getting right now. That I learned from a man who built multiple organizations in multiple countries all over the world. And there's something called duplication and replication. And what I love about what Knolly's built is that it supports both aspects of recruiting and team building, both duplicating success and replicating success. And that 30-day checklist that, when we come in and doing that system of 30 days, and then we recruit someone, we tell them to do what? Hey, make sure you do this. Now, a lot of people are busy and overwhelmed. So as a sponsor, we take care of that person and make sure they do the 30-day checklist. And then once they do the 30-day checklist, now they know the importance of it. They recruit someone else. And now we have replication. So you have duplication, which is you sponsoring one and coaching them through the system. And then you have replication, which is coaching the system so the system can be duplicated and then replicated down 7 levels. And this is a key factor of your success if you are a recruiter, is that follow the system, be obedient to the system, and coach the system to those who are coming in. That's it.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, you're so right. And so many of us don't have really that much experience in the network marketing space. A lot of people are afraid of network marketing, but we're not afraid of networking. How many of y'all like to network? Raise your hand, you like to network. And how many of y'all like to market? You like to do marketing? Well, network marketing. Okay, it's just both things together. And so, I appreciate you saying that, Artemis. It's so true. And
thank you for building the system. Like, I'm so grateful.
Yeah, you've been asking me for this, and when you're dealing with a steel lord, a lot of people don't realize that steel lords get things done, but we have a different timetable than a Blaze. But you gave me 2 years to do it, Artemis, if you remember. So I think I'm a little bit ahead of that, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it really started with Kevin and Fred in December. You know, we laid out the vision and we're just unpacking it. So
Yeah.
Step by step.
Yeah. So here it is, and again, all input is desired. So this is my vision for if I was to walk you through 12 things that you should do. What are those 12 things? This is the vision for that. So step 1 is review and complete your first 30-day checklist. Duh. I mean, you guys probably already knew that would be step 1. Do your 30-day checklist, okay? And if you look at the 30-day checklist, it has it's here's what you do your first 7 days, okay? Then here's what you do days 8 through 14, and here's what you do days 15 through 30, okay? You get through your first 30 days, and I realize that, especially for those of you that are new to Mentorship Masters or eXp, there is a lot of stuff that you're being asked to do. But again, think of yourself as a doctor. They go to school for 10 years to make $350,000. Actually, the average doctor makes $156,000 a year, general practitioner, okay? Whereas the average cardiologist makes about $315 or so, So again, if you're trying to make doctor money, this is not going to take 10 years to learn, okay? But give yourself a nice, 4 or 6 months, no problem. So that's step 1, your first 30 days. Now, step 2 is what I call your Mentorship Masters orientation training. So this is a video that I put together that walks you through Mentorship Masters, the program, how it works, what you're getting, and everything like that. So once you've gotten through the first step, you go to the next step, and that's to watch this video. And download the Mentorship Masters manual. One of the reasons why I put everything that I do in writing is, I'm following God's example. God didn't just tell us what to do. He put it in writing. Okay. And I like to have, when I make a promise to you guys, like, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to provide you with retreats. I'm going to coach you every single week. I like to keep those promises. And so, but many of you are not aware of the benefits you're getting. This video will help you understand that. So that's the second step. The third step is to take your partner fast start training. Okay. Now, again, these could easily be kind of flopped in different orders, but I thought I put them in the order that I thought would make the most sense. And you'll see that there's a little bit of redundancy in some of these. Now, what is partner fast start training? Partner fast start training is absolutely phenomenal. I know Artemis can speak to it. Zion can speak to it. Those that have gone through this, those of you that have gone through the partner fast start training, you just click the button right here. It says get started. This is a program that Mike Reese and Jay Kinder put together for us so that we can get started quickly and get trained up very quickly. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to fill out this information here and then click access the training. When you do that, you're going to get an email. You're going to get an email, and that email is going to give you, that's where you're going to click on that link to set up your username and password to access Partner Fast Start training. Now, the Partner Fast Start training is really super duper. I mean, it only takes a couple hours to go through it. If you do the work while you're learning it, it might take a few days actually, or a day or so. But it really is very well done. And part of what we want to do here at Mentorship Masters is we don't want to reinvent the wheel. Okay. We have a lot of people that have gone before us and are a lot further ahead. I've got a lot of people that are a lot further ahead of me that are my masters that I follow. And so I think Michael Reese has done a phenomenal job with this. What do you say about it, Artemis, about this program?
Once again, this is about duplication, replication, and my biggest beef with eXp is overwhelm and poor digital hygiene. Like, they don't really understand on a attention span where agents are coming into the company. Mm-hmm. So like Partner Fast Start simplifies everything. It creates a simple step-by-step, short onboarding sequence that Michael Reese, he didn't come up with the idea. His coach told him to create the system. And so they built it. It's all of the essential things we need to do to get kind of onboarded into eXp in tiny bites. And if most agents coming in, if they just like clear the noise and do the first 3 steps you mentioned, they're going to have so much more success as an eXp agent if they just follow the first 3 steps. And Partner Fast Start, you can do it in a day or you can do it in a week, depending on how fast you digest the content. But it's basic. It's basic onboarding into eXp. Archer, what was your experience with it?
Yeah, I posted in the chat. It was great to just go step by step. It's a teachable course, which is a great online program system for doing courses like this. So you can't go to the next step until you've completed the one you're on. And that was a great way to just make sure you do it, and then you get to go on.
Yeah. I like how they built those fail safes in. It's like, because I'm trying to click through, like, I'm like, man, I want to get to this one. You can't click through. You got to go through the process and do the work. That's why, I know I'm reiterating the same thing. It's like, Knolly, we get it. But you won't believe how many agents come to Artemis or myself and they're like, man, this and that. And it's like, yeah, it's quite a bit. But guess what? You want to make doctor money. You're not going to have to spend 10 years learning this. Put in a nice couple of months, you got it. I was making doctor money my second year in the business. So that's what I like to make. I like doctor money. All right. So the next step, so that's the first 3 steps. The next step is to order your Mentorship Masters free eXp business cards. Now, truthfully, this step is already in step 1. Okay. But you guys won't believe how many of you come to me and say, hey, Knolly, I haven't ordered my business card yet. So I put it here in step 4, just as a reminder, because some people are a little afraid to order them right away because they're like, I want to get my picture taken. I want to redo this, whatever. And so this is another gentle reminder. Hey, you're at step 4. Make sure you've got your Mentorship Masters free eXp business cards. And what I like about our business card is that you can download the back of the business card, and this is what you get to use. Okay. You get to use where it says more than 1,000 homes sold. Why? Because the Mentorship Masters group of elite agents has sold more than 1,000 homes, and we are confident we can sell yours too. Thinking about buying or selling a home, your home, call me for all your real estate needs. So that is ready to go, residential, commercial, luxury. And so, you can use that. You can create your own version of it or your own variation of it. But a lot of people don't, or a lot of the masters coming in, when they see the fact that, hey, I get to piggyback on the success. Yeah, you get to piggyback on the success that we've had because you're a mentorship master. Just like if you join any team, you use the team stats, not your own stats. And once you have your own stats, then you start using your own stats, In the meantime, you fall back on the team. So that's step 4. Step 5 is all about setting your goals. Now, yeah, it could be said that this could be step 1, but in reality, your goals are going to change a couple of months into this business. When you start to realize all that is available to you and what you can achieve here, your goals are going to change. Okay. So yeah, you've already done goal setting when you first started. But now it's like, hey, let's really dig in and set your goals, okay? And so I've got a 1-hour masterclass here about setting and reaching your goals, where I talk you through how to do that. You're going to want to read chapters 3 and 4 of my book, Success with Listings, alongside watching this 1-hour video. And then once you've decided what your goals are going to be, I've got multiple videos to help you. So if you say, hey, I want to cap at eXp, that's my goal. Year 1, I want to cap. This is the video that will help you. If you say, hey, I want to generate $100,000 a year, this is the video you want to watch for that. Some of you might say, man, I don't want 100,000. I want $250,000 or more. Well, then you watch this video. Some of you are like, man, $250,000. Knolly, I thought I was going to make real money. I want to make $1 million. And this video will help you, walk you through exactly what the numbers look like to make $1 million a year. And then there's a handy goals calculator that you can easily download. And when you download that calculator, you'll be able to put in whatever your numbers are and get what your goals are in terms of how many listings you need to take. But really, it's all about how many appointments that you have to go on. That's what it all boils down to. And that falls back on the do the two, every day. So, all right. So that is step 5. Okay. Now, step 6 is you absolutely want to attend the live eXp World Tour training. This is really required training. You want to feel comfortable in eXp World, and so this is the training that's going to do it. It's a 1-hour class that is only held live. There's no recordings of this. It has to be held live because you want to go through. They're teaching you live things to do, like hit the command key with this, and you can do this. This is how you learn how to navigate around eXp World and just find your way around. So what you want to do is you want to go to our calendar and you want to find where it says Live eXp World Tour. Okay. So let's put it, let me see if I'm doing this right. Okay, here we go. Let me just put in tour. Here we go. So you'll see eXp World Tour. They've got one at noon. Then they've got one at 2 p.m. They've got one on Friday at 10 a.m., another one at 12 p.m., etc. So just go to our calendar. By the way, this is our calendar, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, after the fact, and you're like, man, does eXp have training? Look at our calendar. This is today. And what I love most is the training that you get from Icons. These are agents that are killing it. I mean, they're crushing it in real estate sales, and they're teaching a lot of our classes. Okay, this is just Thursday. Look at all the classes we got just today. I mean, if you're not taking advantage of the classes in eXp World, you are missing out. Okay. Now, if you're not here at Mentorship Masters or at eXp, reach out to the Mentorship Master that invited you to this video and tell them, how can I get on? Okay, because we want you here where you can succeed. 87% of real estate agents are not successful. That doesn't happen with us. We want to flip that and say, hey, 87% are successful. And the ones that aren't, guess what? They're not doing the work, right? So this is step number 6. Now, step number 7 is you want to put together your sphere of influence list and send out your welcome letter. Okay. This is something that you want to do. You want to come up with your list of 200 to 250 people. Don't fall back on the excuse that you don't have their mailing addresses or whatever. Do some work, guys. Create your list and then get their addresses. Message. You can get in Messenger. You just reach out to them. Hey, this is what I'm doing. Could you send me your mailing address? Okay. And they will. This is your top people, your top 200. I can't preach this enough. And then if you want to know what kind of welcome letter to send, just click right here. That will open up for you a welcome letter that you can tweak. Okay. And that's a welcome. Hey, dear friends and family, I'm writing to let you know some exciting news. I've joined Mentorship Masters Real Estate Group at eXp Realty, where I'm happy to serve as your realtor. Together, our group has sold more than 1,000 houses, and I'm confident we can help you and those you love with your next real estate transaction, etc. Okay, so this is sort of a done-for-you solution, but you definitely want to make sure in step 7 that you reach out to your friends and family. If you're already in real estate, you've been in real estate for a while, reach out to all the people that you know, let them know that you're here now. And if you're new to real estate, you reach out to them and let them know, I got a new game and I'm here to help you. Okay, that's step 7. Now you can already get a sense of going through these 12 steps. This is really, I mean, if you do all this stuff, guys, me as 17 years in the business, I've been a broker, real estate broker for the past 12 years. This is me consulting myself, my inner self, and saying, hey buddy, what would you have liked to go through, or what kind of training would you have wanted to have if you were just getting started again? And this is it. Okay. Now, step 8, set up your KV Core website and CRM. Okay. So this is very, very important. You want to set up your KV Core, I like to say as soon as possible. And in reality, this is already going to be completed in step 3, where you review the Partner Fast Start training. But I'm, you look, sometimes my masters think they're outsmarting me, but I don't play that, right? So I put it back here because yeah, Michael Reese is going to walk you through how to set up your KV core, but early in the game, I'm not trusting you guys to really follow through with that. I know you'll do it, but then by step 8, you're like, wait a minute, I probably could do that better. So this is where you revisit your KV core and you really get after it. Okay. If you will invest a little bit of time to learn KV core, you will reap so many benefits. I've had people that actually told me, oh, KV core is not a lead generation website. I don't know why they say that. Well, it's not a lead generation website if you don't set it up to be. I just recently had a coaching call, and I'm going to release this video very soon with Shannon Pryatt. And Shannon has set it up, and Will Gilliam, he set up Will Gilliam's KV core. And they will absolutely tell you KV core is a lead generation beast. Okay. But if you don't set it up correctly, it ain't going to do nothing for you. That's just the way it goes. I mean, I've got whiteboards all around me. I got one here, one behind me, and I got one on this wall. I'm about to get another one. But the whiteboard won't do anything with no information on it. You see, my whiteboards have information on them. Let me see if I can share it. Let me stop the share. So look at my whiteboards, guys. I got one right here. Okay. And I got another one right here. Y'all can see that one. All right. See that? And then I got another one on this wall. Okay. All right. And then I got my ball caps. You see my ball caps up there? Y'all thought I only wore cowboy hats, but I got a few ball caps. But the thing is, whiteboards won't do anything for you, if you don't have anything on them. Okay. And if you're not following what's on those boards. It looks like chaos to some people, but to a Lord, ooh, that's beauty, baby. That's beauty. All right. So let me go back to, all right, that's step 8. Okay. And by the way, in this, I've got some of my favorite videos for learning KV core. I actually I hesitate to tell you guys this, but because I'm a lord, I'm what they call a steel lord when you understand wealth dynamics, as Artemis teaches. And so I spent 7 hours at a Starbucks learning KV core. Okay. I would not recommend that whatsoever. If I had to do it over again, I would just hire Shannon. Okay. But if you look here, I've got a video that helps you through KV core. There's another video that I like right here. And then when you click down here where it says complete KV core library, that's going to take you to all the assets of training that KV core has. Okay. So for those of you that are like reaching out to Chris, like, hey man, help me with KV core. Look, all the information's right here. They have an incredible support team, but we understand KV core is a bit of a beast, but if you want to make doctor money, you got to learn it. Okay. You got to learn it or punt and get somebody else to do yours for you. Okay. Step 9 of our 12 steps. Get an accountability partner. Okay. Don't try to do this alone. I have an accountability partner system that's here for a purpose. I understand that I cannot one-on-one coach thousands and thousands of agents. If you didn't see my goal, I want to build a group of 40,000 agents along with you guys. I'm not building it. You guys are building this. Okay. We're building an army of agents. And I can't one-on-one coach everyone, but we can come real close to it with our accountability partner program. Okay. And with an accountability partner program, this is the quick video that kind of explains the program. And then I have a 1-hour video training or masterclass that I put together that really explains how to do it right. Okay. And then you can download the weekly success worksheet for your accountability partner, for you and your accountability partner. So that you guys can, by the way, I don't know any other group at eXp that's doing this. I just don't. Hey, I know all the top groups and I don't know any of them that are doing this. I think all of them, if you're in eXp, you're not part of our group, you should be doing this, whether you're with our group or not, doesn't matter. This should be done. And we've got an accountability partner worksheet. accountability coaching is not that difficult, guys. People pay me tons of money to accountability coach them, and it's really just not that hard. Okay. Now, one of the reasons why a lot of my students do the work is because they're paying me $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month to hold them accountable. Okay. Whereas we have other accountability coaches that are $1,000 a month. But when people are paying that kind of money, they actually do the work. It's kind of a funny thing. I remember 8 months in the business. When I was 8 months in the business, I hired my first coach, okay, Mike Ferry coach. And I did what she told me because I was paying $1,000 a month. Try that 8 months in the business. Put together $1,000 a month and start paying that out. You'll start doing some work, I guarantee you. And so my goal here, because I've been a coach that has created systems like this that people have paid me $10, $15, $20, $30,000 for of consultation, you guys are getting it for free. Okay. And sometimes there's a little bit of if it's free, okay. Pamela says, okay, I'll do it. I'll make you cry uncle now. I'm Uncle Knolly, baby. Yeah. All right. So, and sometimes I've had a few people, I've had some people say, man, you're getting after your students, and it's not, I'm not getting after you guys. I want you guys to succeed probably more than you want to succeed for yourself. So
I feel the love, Knolly, and I'll say, like, when I started my accountability partner worksheet, I was having the meetings every week, but I wasn't doing the meetings correctly. And then Knolly did a video on the meetings. So then I started doing the meetings correctly. And it's really important to follow instructions for the accountability partner program. I know probably half of us aren't following the instructions in the program, and we're meeting with Knolly every week. So it's like, if you're going to be a leader and lead realtors to success, follow instructions. And so for me, it's like filling out the worksheet every day. I was lazy with that, and then I got on point with that. And then like leads, deals, systems, everything started showing up in my business. I got, working with 5 buyers right now. I got 80 leads coming in a month. I'm doing Facebook retargeting videos, and all that was really from the worksheet and like doing the worksheet and like writing out every day on the worksheet and then following the instructions. So it really took me about 90 days to get into the rhythm of the program. And now I still look forward to my accountability partner process. So yeah. Just want to
I'm glad you mentioned that, because a lot of times people feel like, oh, this is my friend, this is my buddy. No. It's not an accountability buddy. Okay. You don't even have to like the person. I had one guy or one gal was like, hey, is there an accountability? Do you live in San Diego? I need an accountability partner. No, it's not about that. I have a coach. I've never met any of my coaches. Okay. Well, I met a few of them, but Artemis, I met him, of course, but most of my coaches that I've coached with, I've never physically met them. Okay. Most of you on this call right now, we have not physically met, but you're still, benefiting. I've never physically met Chris Capistrano. Raise your hand, Chris. We have not ever physically met. The man has worked for me for almost 7 years. Okay. Oh, I need somebody local. Nah, you don't need nobody local. You just need to get in and get her done. Okay. So thanks for sharing that. That's so important to do it right. Yeah. Okay. So that's step 9. Then step 10, okay, is design and order your yard signs. So I'm guessing by this time you're already starting to get some listings, and or they're starting to be on the horizon. And so you want to make sure that you order your yard signs. Now we have a template that we use here at Mentorship Masters that you can use if you choose to or not. It's up to you. So I always say, don't reinvent the wheel. We've done it for you. So you can download the Canva share link. And Canva is a online graphics software editor, if you will. And it's what they call WYSIWYG, okay? What you see is what you get, okay? So it's very, very simple, easy to use. I was a graphic designer. At age 18, I became a graphic designer. So I'm really astute. I started a magazine when I was 22 years old, started publishing a magazine. And then I started a record label when I was 23. So I understand graphics and graphic design. I love Photoshop and all that, but not everybody's there. And not everybody wants to hire a Fiverr. So I walk you through how to design your signs and then how to order them. Super duper easy. I mean, drop dead simple, what we call it. And so here's one that Ivan Brecalo, he has put together. And then you get the permission to use the more than 1,000 homes sold tagline, okay? Because you're part of our group, right? So people are like, well, I haven't sold 1,000 homes. Well, guess what? You're part of a group that has. You think you're going to be selling these houses by yourself? Nope. You know, you're not in business by yourself, guys. You are not self-employed. You got a whole team behind you. So that's that. Make sure you get, and this is kind of the right way to do it. That's step 10. Step 11 is complete your eXp Fast Start training. Now, again, this is a little bit of redundancy, but if you haven't done actually, this isn't redundancy. I take that back. The Fast Start series is different from this up here, step 3, Partner Fast Start. I know it's confusing, but this other one is eXp's Fast Start. Now, this is absolutely phenomenal. And by step number 11, you're ready for this, okay? Let me show you what this is. This is, it's called Partner Fast Start Onboarding Training. You click here to get started. Is this the right one? No, this might be the wrong link. Is this the right? Let me see if this is the right one. Nope, I got the wrong link in here. So I tell you, this is fresh, guys. This is fresh. So I need to make a note to edit that, which I will do. But I spent the entire weekend putting this together for you guys. After I've been mapping it out for about 6 months, I was finally ready to put it together here. And so, hey, by the way, if you ever find any mistakes, Zion, hey, high five, buddy. Zion found a typo or something that I had put out, and I really appreciate that because behind the scenes, we're not a super huge group. There's about 4 of us behind the scenes, so we don't always catch everything. So what I did, if you saw that, I clicked on this image here, but really for now, just click on the button until I go in and change it. And that'll take you to what we call at eXp our Fast Start Series course catalog, okay? Now this is, it's a mouthful, but this is super duper exciting. And essentially, let me just show you. If you want to download the checklist, you can click this button down below. And this is really your checklist of what you're going to be learning, okay? So 101, navigating eXp roadmap. 102, setting up your eXp business. 103, connect program overview. 104, mentor program overview. 105, workplace as a mobile office. 106, real estate fundamentals, etc. Okay. Now, what I like most about this training is actually put together only by eXp icons. Okay. So if you're an eXp icon, you get to teach these classes. If you're not, you don't get to teach them. Okay. I'm not an eXp icon, so I don't even get to teach this kind of stuff. These are people that are out because, see, you know, I made a sacrifice on production, I say, to get into my true passion, my true calling, which is reaching out, helping you guys. And so you have to reach a certain level of production to even teach these courses, what I'm trying to say. So if you look at this, when you go to here it is right here. So when you go to it, you can actually watch the training. You can download the slide deck, and then you can watch. Each one is about an hour long, and there's a whole list of them here. So people always ask me, man, what should I focus on learning or getting from eXp, from the university? And I say, start here. Start with our Fast Start, because these are the courses that we absolutely want you to learn so that you can succeed at your highest level, okay? And so a lot of this goes into lead generation fundamentals, lead generation, database management, sales fundamentals, working with buyers, working with sellers, etc. Okay? So if you've already finished all the other steps and you're at step 11, I highly recommend that you watch every single one of these. And even if you're doing your 30 minutes a day and it's a 1-hour training, just take 2 days to do each one, okay? I guarantee you're going to learn stuff that you don't currently know, and you're going to become a better agent, okay? That's step 11. Now, step 12, customize your seller guide. Let me see if I've got, Oh, do I have my, I don't have my guide. I was going to show you guys, let me just show you some of these. So your seller guide, those of you that have already done this, kudos, but your seller guide, this is your own book, okay? This is, this is the system that I license out. This is Tony Swaggerty. This is my old one with my old picture. Don't laugh at me, Artemis. This is this is another Cal Carter put together his. So essentially, you guys have the license now to create your own seller guide. Okay, you've got all my tools and stuff right there. So at step 12, it's like, hey, let's get this going. Put your not only your seller guide, but also you want to put together your pre-listing package. Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't try to do this on your own. All this stuff is unlocked for you in the Mentorship Masters portal. And by the way, everything else that you see here are other tabs of all kinds of other training that we have available for you here at Mentorship Masters. Okay, so that's step 12 is put together your pre-listing package and your seller guide. You absolutely want to do that. So important. I'm trying to look around and see if I have.
So now we have our own official 12-step program to become a fully recovered eXp agent.
Woo!
Now we're in full recovery.
What do you think?
Now we're covered.
Hey, let me do one more thing. I got step 13. Uh-oh. Dun, 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 dun. You know, those of you that ever watched Twilight Zone, look, you don't want to go to floor 13. You don't want that. So if you come to step 13, remember it's 12 steps, guys. What does step 13 mean? Let me see. Let me look at the chat. See if you guys are tracking with me.
Master the 12 steps.
Go back and do the 12. Go back and do lucky 13. Oh, I like that. Lucky 13. Execute. Yeah. Okay. Master the 12. All right. So here's what 13 is. You guys are close. 13 is, what do I do if I'm not reaching my goals? Man, Knolly, I'm not hitting my goals, man. I'm not succeeding. Well, yeah, you go back and do steps 1 through 12. That's really what it is. But I put together a video that says, hey, watch this video. I'm going to help you get back on track. And if you're not on track, these are 6 things that you're not doing one of these things or all of them, okay? And really, there's only 4 things. If you do 4 things, you should reach all your goals. And that is do the 2 every day, follow my accountability partner program, okay? Attend or watch every, what's that word? Every Mentorship Masters Roundtable meetup, okay? And do what I teach you. That kind of goes without saying. And then attend or watch every one of Kevin and Fred's weekly meetups. If you do those 4 things, you're going to succeed in this game, okay? But you got to do the work. So step 13 is just for those that feel like, man, I'm not hitting it. But again, it really boils down to what Artemis said. Go back to step 1 and fill in the gaps. So that is the 12-step program, guys, to your success. What do you think? You enjoy it? Is it good? All right. Well, that is pretty much our call for today. Thank you, guys. I love each and every one of you. I am going to stay after class because anytime, here's the thing. Anytime, Sam Silver says, go back to the basics. Let me see if I don't know if there's any questions in here. Yep. Hey, Rebecca walked into a listing appointment. Go for it, girl. We're done. So here's how because I reached out to Zion this week and we're talking about this. And if you guys have a question for me or anybody in your upline, here's how it works. So let's say you're working on a deal and you got a quick question like, man, what do I do here? What do I do there? I always tell people, you can reach out to the broker at eXp, your broker of record, managing broker, but I like to just go to my upline. So Kevin and Fred, I pepper them. They'll tell you, I text them probably 10 times a day with questions, okay? So you guys can come to me and say, hey, or whoever's directly above you, and just ask them, hey, I got this situation. What do I do, okay? But if it's just a general question, what I always tell you is bring those questions to our Thursday meetup, and then we'll just handle them after class. but sometimes you'll have a question that just can't wait. Like it's hot. Like, hey man, I got a buyer in my, he's maybe not in your car right now, but he's following me and I don't know what to do on this situation. That's when you reach out and we're here to help. Not only me, but any Mentorship Masters ambassador is available to help you. So we're going to have a list of those ambassadors so you can reach out to them as well. So, hey, I love you guys. For those of you that want to stay after class, you're more than welcome to. This is where I'm just going to take any random questions that you guys have. But for the rest of y'all, adios.
Thanks, Knolly.
Yeah, unmute yourself. Say goodbye if you're leaving.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I'll hang around for a little more.
Bye, Knolly. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye,
buddy.
everybody.
Thanks,
Great
Alan.
class.
You got it, Derek. See you, buddy. All right. So for our after-classers, those of you that are in trouble, you got the pink slip. Just kidding. Hey, you notice how Chris cut out? He's like, man, I'm going back to work. I don't want to hear about this. Okay, so Zion, you had a couple of questions. You with me?
Yeah, I sure am, Knolly.
All right. So shoot, man, what's up?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Awesome class. I'm so excited to follow the steps and reach my goals. Thank you so much. Feeling very supported. So my first week here.
Hey, by the way, Zion, let me just say this, man. I am so proud of you, man. I was actually going to pick up the phone and call you this week to let you know this. I was going to do the surprise Uncle Knolly call, but I didn't make the time to do it. I'll just put it that way. It's a crazy week. But I really appreciate you, man, because you reached out to me probably more than a year ago. And you were like, man, I don't have a license. I need, what do I do? And you saw it through, man. You saw it through. You're here. And welcome. Congratulations, brother.
I really appreciate that.
You're working with cousin Artemis, boy. You got the best people around. I love it.
Yeah, I feel like all the seeds I've been sowing in my life are bringing fruit. Thank God.
Did you ever think you'd be getting a real estate license and doing this?
Growing up, I was a homebody, and I never thought about selling homes like they were a thing, But along the way, I just realized I'm spending time with my family at home, like perfecting our home. And every time I'm driving around or talking to my friends, I'm always thinking about how you guys living, how you living, like how's life? And it always comes back to some stress or some feeling blessed about where you're living. So I knew that like all my life, I've been like in ministry, like a youth minister, lots of work, educational teaching. And I was like, you know what? I think there's a better way than trying to get paid per hour to teach. I could teach like you do, like I could teach people through my passion and then make them part of my network so that they know me as a trusted realtor. And so I'm just seeing it like, I feel like all the puzzle pieces are clicking. So I'm really grateful to follow in your footsteps, to follow in Artemis, to follow in the Mentorship Masters, Fred, and Kevin, and all the wonderful men and women who are living it. So I'm refining my personal brand right now. And so my question for you that I reached out to is because, there's all these systems out there and I'm such a dynamo creator. I'm so head in the clouds most of the time. God constantly teases me with these grand visions. And I'm like, just let me take another step here. And so I'm like, okay, stick with the systems. And so working with the actual person, the buyer, working with the seller, I have two scenarios I just want to run by you real quick. So for sellers, I have an idea to basically build rapport, build a connection before I am their listing agent, before I'm not just going to wait. So this is my idea. We have a friend right now who's selling her home. She started listing it before I got my license. I'm not trying for that. What I said, listen, you got $1 million home. It's so beautiful. But what I love about you is you created a natural sanctuary. You have like an oasis and you have all these beautiful plants. And like my thing that I've been teaching, is how to grow food, how to cook food, how to be healthy, all the health coaching I done. So I'm thinking I could do like a series. I'm going to start with you. And I reached out to her. I said, I'm going to shoot a video. I'm going to help you sell your home, and maybe I'll find the buyer. I'm not your agent. I know I'm not your listing agent. I just want to support you because you're a friend. And I want to start talking about this theme of being, being a co-creator with nature, with the creator, but you've beautified your home to such a degree that the value to me is just as much as this $1 million mansion. Like, you've created this sanctuary. So my idea is to start right now, even though I'm not her listing agent, but just to put it in practice. Now, is that smart to do?
Yeah, of course, of course. And I always teach people, see, what you're doing is you're basically taking your gifts and genius and you're putting them to use, and you're indirectly, this is what we call indirect selling. You're indirectly getting people to know, like, and trust you. You gotta win the listing. I'd say this all the time. People don't know what I'm talking about sometimes, but you have to win the listing before you ever meet with the seller. Because if you don't win the listing, Artemis knows what I'm talking about. You sit down with a seller and they don't really have a rapport with you, or they're not connected. Artemis and I went on a listing appointment, and honestly, Artemis, I haven't shared this with you, but I feel like you would have done better without me there. It occurred to me later. Now, it might be in my own head, but the truth is, I had to establish a rapport with this seller. She didn't know who I was from anybody, you know what I'm saying? And so you have to win the listing before you ever meet with the seller. In other words, when you're going there, it's just like they already know they're going to go with you, right? Because 70%, more than 70% of sellers meet with one agent before they list their house. Very few, only 30% meet with more than one. So in reality, what you're talking about is capturing on video, okay, is the key, captured on video. And you basically show off to the world, these are your skills, and people get to, it's like a child looking through a fence. Like, there's kids over there that are playing, but I'm a kid too, and I don't want to go play with them because I don't know those kids, right? So I look through the fence first and I see, oh yeah, I like that kid. That kid looks cool. Once I feel comfortable, I've seen the kids play enough, then I'm ready to go play with them, right? And that's how people feel like when they see Uncle Knolly on video. They're like, man, it's Uncle Knolly. You really calling me? I'm like, dude, I'm just on YouTube. It ain't nothing big, man, But yeah, I like that a lot. That's a great idea. I love it.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And I also remembered you said your most popular video is cutting a watermelon.
Yeah. And it was, and people are like, man, what's this guy do? Oh, he sells houses. Well, I got a cousin over here that needs to, it all comes back. Yeah, I think it's a brilliant idea. The thing is, if you've got your head in the clouds and you're all over with ideas, what you want to do is you want to take one good idea, you want to refine it, and you want to use what we call discipline. Okay, so you want to use discipline, nail down that idea until it is successful, and then start another one.
Okay. Yeah, what I'd like to do on that is, can I write it out as kind of like a marketing plan, like these video series? And I have a charitable connection to this based on the listing idea in your book about like having a cause. And then can I like send that to you or someone and just say, hey, can you? Okay. And then so the second scenario, real quick question is, my in-laws are flying here to St. Petersburg next week from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and they go.
What did you say? You live in St. Pete, Florida.
St. Pete, Florida.
What's the average sale price?
I don't know.
Hey, you gotta get that, buddy. Get that. St. Pete is nice. I know where you live. I'm just playing with you. But St. Pete is so beautiful. It's right up there with Hawaii. But they're flying in. What's going on?
So they're flying from Baton Rouge because they want to buy a condo here as an investment that they hope in 5 years they could turn around and sell. So I'm like, all of a sudden, my first deal might come from my in-laws. Mm-hmm. They said condo. So I'm going to do the listing through the MLS in their criteria. I'm going to give them a couple to choose from. They're going to fly in. We're going to go look at them. And this is the point where I'm like, how do I actually do this? Do I call someone to go? And I guess, is this in the Fast Start series or?
Yeah, it is. Working with buyers, there's a couple of videos in there, not in the, that's in the step 11, okay?
Okay.
And you can skip to that if you need to. But here's the thing, you have a mentor there, right, Zion?
I haven't got the email yet for the assigned mentor.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Once you have a mentor, all this is going to be a lot easier because one of the things at eXp that we offer is we have an on the ground mentor that's been certified by the company to work alongside you on your first 3 transactions. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So that mentor will actually help you.
That makes sense.
Yeah. With questions, but we do have masters in Florida. So if you have questions around the paperwork and things like that, and if it's a weekend, you can't get a hold of the broker, just let me know, and then I'll put you in touch with one of our Florida masters that understands the Florida contract better.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
But yeah, essentially, you're just going to go. It's tricky going out there. I remember when I first started, I shadowed other agents first, and so it might be a thing where you could actually connect with another, maybe connect with another eXp agent in your area just to see, hey, would you mind, and just pay them. Say, hey, man, I'll give you, $100 or $200 or whatever, just to, until you have, because when you have your mentor, you're not going to have a problem with that.
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect.
It's a good problem to have, though.
I know, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thanks for everything.
This weekend?
On Wednesday of next week.
Okay. Yeah. So just stay in touch with me. I'll be in Phoenix, hanging out with the masters there.
Woo!
Yeah. Just stay in touch with me so I can put you in touch with people. Oh, by the way, Sam Silver was mentioning that he actually gives back. He helps heroes. We've talked about him before. That he also follows the philosophy. He was doing that before he even met me, where he helps a portion of his proceeds on every transaction goes to help heroes. So not enough people are doing that, Zion. Believe it or not, if you poll our group, there's just a small percentage of people that lead with that. So I love that you caught on to that vision early on.
Yeah, just real quick on that note, thank you, Sam Silver. And I loved when Knolly, you went over his whole branding. That was so helpful. My cause would be gardens, and gardens at schools. So just today, the school my middle daughter goes to, we had a bunch of mulch, like a dump truck. And I got there to pick her up, and the whole staff was like, the mulch came, our gardens are going to be happening soon. I'm like, yes. And now I know, and I'm doing it from my heart, but I can put that into my messaging. I can say, hey, a portion of my proceeds will go to help schools have gardens.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
That's a great cause.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I was like, what's that?
Anything for the kids.
Anything for the kids. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, I was actually hoping you would say something. Thank you, Sam.
Not a problem.
Zion, by the way, do you have a way to show us your branding? You're muted.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Hey, Zion, you're muted, so unmute yourself.
Oh yeah, so this is my little calculator. I'm an icon to be, but I am on my phone right now, so I'm sorry I can't share my screen at the moment, but that's my little Facebook banner kind of thing. I had this beautiful logo done. My wife actually drew it, and then the fiber artist turned it into a logo. It looked so beautiful.
It's amazing. It is amazing. Great work.
That's really cool.
Thank you. And Knolly, I started as a graphic designer too when I was 18.
Okay, so I'm older than you, but back then I was using Quark Express.
Yes.
Aldus PageMaker. Okay.
Yes.
I was using, of course, Photoshop goes way back. And now you got Canva. It's like, yeah. Anyway.
I know, it's so easy now.
All right.
Thank you so much, Knolly.
Yeah, thank you, Zion. Yeah, anytime. Anyone else have any question for me before we end the call?
We got Cindy and Kathy still there.
Oh, we got a couple of y'all still on. All right. Well, hey guys, in the interest of your time, hey, I love each and every one of you. Thanks, Zion, Sam, Cindy, and Kathy for hanging out with me. And if you're watching this on YouTube, we want you here at Mentorship Masters. If you're not already at eXp, reach out to one of our Mentorship Masters, not me, but reach out to one of our Mentorship Masters that invited you to watch this, and we will be happy to bring you into the family. Love you, and I'll see you next time. God bless y'all.
Goodbye.